Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our September mid-monthlies. This will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. The special will be running until the end of the month and then it's done. What else? I'm using the Tarot of the Dream Enchantress. The lamp isn't great, guys, but it's pretty much the only one I have right now, so we're gonna have to try to make do. And the Secret Tarot, the mini version, to clarify. So, as always, keep an open mind, take what resonates, and be sure to watch all your signs to get all the messages that may pertain to you in these general readings. And of course, check out your monthlies if you haven't already. What's going on for Aquarius for the rest of September 2021. There we go. What do we have? Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords crowning you, Eight of Pentacles in the foundation, Ace of Wands in the past, Three of Pentacles in the near future, Five of Pentacles in how you see yourself, Strength in your environment, and the hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. In the outcome, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. So I see some concerns, some doubts, some fears, but I feel like overall you know what you need to know, you know what you need to do, you have your answers, and you have the confidence to act on the information that you have, right? Bottom of the deck, speaking of doubts and fears, the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck is the overall energy, and you view yourself as the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you're doubting yourself over a decision you made, or you're doubting yourself over some sort of a choice that you made. Yeah, look, and the Devil under that. So it may be something to do with your money, it may be something to do with your status, your reputation, your work life. I feel like you chose between two things, or two people, or whatever the case may be, and you're afraid you made the wrong choice. Is that what this is? Let's see. The first card you have is the Seven of Pentacles in your current situation. So you're assessing where you've got to with the choice that you've made. Am I happy with how things are turning out? Am I happy with where things are headed? Am I happy with the speed that things are going? Am I happy with this person? Am I happy with this job? Am I happy with how my business is turning out, right? The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, either you are questioning, should I continue to invest in this or not? Because I feel like it's time to either get serious with something, or it's time to take something to the next level. There's an element there where you need to kind of up it a level, and that has triggered this time of, let me think about it, because I need to be sure that this is even what I really want to do. I don't want to continue to put money into it. I don't want to propose to this person. I don't know if I'm ready for us to move in together. I don't know if I'm ready to put in more time, more energy, more hours for this. Yeah, because you're afraid of losing your investment, whether that is financial, emotional, whatever other kind of resource. Yeah, in the foundation, the reason for everything, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is your baby, right? This is your business, this is your project, your studies, your job, where you have a plan, you have a trajectory in mind. Or this is just saying you've worked a lot on this, you've invested a lot into this already. And like I say, the Eight of Pentacles is often referred to as apprentice energy. And I feel like it's time to take it up a notch. It's time to take it to the next level, right? You've learned all you had to learn for the phase that you're at. You've done all you could do for the phase that you're at, or the phase that you're in. Take it whatever way makes sense. And now it's time to take it up to that Nine of Pentacles, right? With that Ace of Pentacles. And you want to make sure that if you add that pentacle in there, that's really what you want to do. Okay. In the past, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is the decision, and you were inspired to make the choice that you made. It may have felt to you or other people at the time, it may have felt a little impulsive, it may have felt a little rushed, it may have felt a little overwhelming, but you were excited about it, you were inspired. Okay, this is where you chose to start dating that person. You chose between two people. You chose that job. You chose to start your business. You chose to go to school, go back to school, right? Whatever it is, this is where you made that decision. And at the time, you were so inspired about it, right? Inspired and confident about it, and you've put a lot of work into it. You're happy with the progress that you've made. You're happy where, how you've kind of gotten to this point. But now you're being asked to take it to the next level. Crowning you, we have the Page of Swords. Your energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And this is a lot of mental activity, a lot of thinking back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I? If I do this, if I do that, running scenarios, running plan A, B, C, D through the entire alphabet, right? This is like with that Nine of Swords. What could go right? What could go wrong? Am I ready for what could go wrong? Am I ready to risk what I've gotten right so far, right? This is also investigating, getting more information, talking to people, asking for more information from the relevant people. Because you want to be sure, you want to make sure you have the facts to base your decision upon. And with the Page of Wands in your crowning thoughts, this is also telling me that you're pulling back now. The Seven of Pentacles in your current situation, same thing, right? You've pulled back a little bit because you feel like I really need to assess things, and I really need to make sure that I'm seeing things clearly, to make sure that this is what I want. In the near future, we have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles in the near future, it looks like you are choosing to come together with someone. Whether it's teaming up with someone in business, and that's what this is about. That's how you take things to the next level. Whether it's moving in with someone, whether it's, I don't know, taking things to the next level with someone else, with another party, person, company, whatever. But this is where you meet in the middle with someone who has the same goals as you do, and you work together, okay? I feel like you're going to do whatever this is. You are reluctant though, because it involves you trusting another person with the things that you value, whether that's your money or your heart or your time or whatever. So you're trying to hope for the best, but actually you're like, I don't know, I feel like I've put too much into this already, or I don't feel like I got all the results I wanted back. I don't feel like I've given this enough time before I take it to the next level. There's a lot of doubt. In your environment, we have the Strength card, Leo energy. And this could be where there's some sort of, it could be where you create a contract or you establish boundaries. Because with the contract, right, you can set your expectations, but also it's where you determine the obligations of each party. So you're looking at restrictions, basically, because maybe you've been on your own for a while and you've been happy to be so, and now you're like, you have to work with someone else and meet in the middle. You can't just go off on your own. You have to do certain things, right, to involve the other party, etc. So I do feel like contracts are drawn up, or some very honest conversations are being had about boundaries and expectations, because you're trying to conquer your own fears and your own doubts, right? It's basically get some reassurance. In hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess in hopes and fears, this tells me, it tells you already know the truth of the situation. You already know whether or not you're doing the right thing. You already know whether the timing is right or not, whether this is the right person or not. You already know all this. It's the fact that it's taking you outside of your comfort zone And you have to open up and trust another party that is creating these doubts, because it becomes the unknown. I kind of have to go on faith. I can hope for the best. I think I know this person, or yes, we have a contract, but I kind of have to go on faith that everyone's going to do what they said they would. And that's why you have the High Priestess in hopes and fears. On the one hand, you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know this is good. I know this is the right thing to do right now. This is great. On the other hand, you're like, but, and that's where the doubts creep in with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. It's to do with trust. And we've been talking about this, haven't we, Aquarius? In the outcome, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is mental clarity. This is clarity in terms of legal stuff, terms, everything's put on paper, everything's clear, everything's signed and stamped and sealed and whatever. And it's there. It's you have a sense of celebration because something is made clear, something is made official. It is a sense of victory. So I do feel like in the end you gain some strength, right, from those conversations or the negotiations, the drawing up of the contracts, or like I say, the honest, a little bit brutal conversations about boundaries and expectations and stuff like that. Because you end the month feeling very victorious, feeling like, yeah, I knew I was doing the right thing. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, right? And I also feel like something being made official or something being made public kind of contributes to your sense of reassurance. Does that make sense? Charlie has joined us. So let's see. Angels and guides, please clarify these energies for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs for the rest of September. Oh my god, he's gonna jump on here. Please clarify these energies for Aquarius for the rest of September. Okay. These cards are so tiny. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Devil. You're being asked, invited, pushed to bind yourself to something else or to someone else. At least that's how you're viewing it, because of all the unknowns. You're viewing it as, I don't know if this is a good idea. It could turn out to be something I get stuck in, right? The Ace of Pentacles as the challenge. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. You do recognize that whatever this is has potential to be your happily ever after in whatever capacity. So that's the challenge. You're like, well, it's tempting me, because I can see that it has potential to go the distance, to bring me my happily ever after, to bring me everything I ever wanted. But then the catch is, I don't really know what I'm getting into. Does that make sense? Eight of Pentacles in the foundation. Four of Swords. Yeah, this is your comfort zone. Your comfort zone has been you working by yourself, being by yourself. You didn't have to trust someone else, whether that is with your heart or with your money or with anything. You're like, okay, I'm on my own. I know what I'm doing. I know I can trust myself, right? I don't have to bother with reading between the lines or in office politics and mind games and do they, don't they, and all that kind of stuff. And that has been your comfort zone. But now you have the opportunity to really not only step out of your comfort zone, but step into something a lot bigger and better for you. It requires you to trust. The Ace of Wands in the past. Four of Cups. Yeah, when you made the decision you did, you were just unhappy in the situation you were in prior. It's another four though. You felt the need to make a change and you did. You took yourself a little bit further, right? Stepped out of the comfort zone a little bit, tentatively, but not too far. You're like, I wanna do things on my terms, but you were still in your comfort zone. Does that make sense? And this is really pushing you out of your comfort zone, and that's why you're feeling a little anxious. The Page of Swords crowning you. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. You're really having to run things through your own filters, run things through your own thought process. You feel an element of pressure. I don't know if there's a deadline on this offer or this opportunity, because you do feel a sense of pressure. Your initial response would be to say, you know what, if you're going to pressure me, no thank you. But you feel like you don't want to do that because you see that this is something that could be amazing. Does that make sense? So from the get-go, your response to this is different than what it would usually be. So that tells you that this is something different, that it is something that brings out the best in you, that brings out all the right things, right, in you. Not so much about the pride, not so much about the ego, not so much about you having to be in control of everything. It teaches you to open up. It teaches you to hope. It teaches you to have faith. It teaches you to put a little heart into it, right? Because that's what that is. That's where that comes from. Having hope and having faith. And wishing for the best, hoping for the best, being optimistic, opening up, being honest. The Three of Pentacles in the near future. Yeah, we have the Death card. Ten of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're having to leave behind something that has been very familiar to you. It's been what kept you safe with that Ten of Wands, right? That was your safe place. For a very long time. It was who you were, right? That's who I am. I'm on my own. I do things my own way. I'm a little bit, I keep to myself. You don't only see me be a part of groups, kind of work by myself. I'm a loner, whatever the case may be. And it's a big deal because that is a big transformation, and that's why you have the Death card there. And the Ten of Wands is the completion. You don't have to shoulder the burden alone anymore. It doesn't have to be a burden to begin with when there's more people carrying it. That's amazing. Five of Pentacles and how you see yourself. Three of Cups. You might be, if this is about a commitment, you might be a little hesitant to give up your freedom, as it were. You're no longer keeping your options open, no longer keeping things more on a superficial level. Because like I say, whatever this is, you have to go to another level with it. It's got more depth than what you have been dealing with. You could also be afraid to be part of a group, afraid to be part of a team. The Strength card in the environment. Yeah, the Five of Wands. There's more people involved now. It's not just you. And if you struggle, if I can speak, if you're struggling with that and you're struggling to trust, again, this just tells you with that Strength card there, figure out what it is that you need to feel confident about this. Figure out what it is that would give you that sense of reassurance, whether it's a conversation, whether it's putting something on paper, whether it's having something you can sign and present to the world, whether it's making something public. I don't know what it is. You have to figure out what it is that gives you a sense of reassurance and restores your confidence in this partnership or group effort or whatever it is where you're tying yourself to someone else, whether that's a person or a company or a business partner or just taking on a commitment, really. High Priestess and Hopes and Fears. The Page of Wands. So this is telling you to trust yourself enough to act on what you know to be true. This is also telling you to take a chance on what is different, to accept the invitation to go on this new path. It is a new path. You haven't walked this path before, hence all the anxiety. But you are more than ready, and not only that, you have chosen the right partner for it. Whether that's in a romantic sense or to do with work or money or your business or whatever. You've chosen the right person or the right situation to take a chance on. And it's about trusting that. And the outcome with that Ace of Swords. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess. One more. Two Pentacles. I feel like for most of you, you're gonna take more time to think about this. Yeah, Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So you might not make your decision in September, but then we have the Four of Wands under that. So I feel like 4 weeks time, and the Wheel of Fortune, October, number 10, October, is when you express your decision, or when you feel confident about your decision. You could be saying yes, but then you don't actually feel confident about it until October or within 4 weeks. Or you're saying, I need more time. And then it takes you up to 4 weeks to feel confident about it, enough to say, yeah, okay, let's do this. It'll be a little different for everyone, because we have the Seven of Pentacles, the energy of waiting, assessing, thinking about it. The Six of Wands is a victory card, but it's also a solitary energy. It's where you go off on your own. And the High Priestess is, again, it's going within, trying to figure things out. It's observing and learning. And then I clarified again with the Two of Pentacles. And the way I see this is, again, for some of you, you're making the decision, you're saying yes, okay, but you're still kind of hesitant, and it'll take you up to 4 weeks to feel confident about this, to feel victorious, like, okay, yeah, I made the right choice, let's go, let's do this. Or you're saying, give me a little bit more time to think about it, to assess things, to weigh my options. And I do feel like you're gonna say yes, you just need more time. It's almost like to get even more reassurance with the High Priestess there twice. It's almost like to confirm to yourself that yes, this is a good opportunity. Okay? So, there you have it. You're going to have to let me know how this is going for you, what this is about, if it resonates. But, yeah, I would say trust whatever this is. Trust it. It's worth taking a chance on. I feel like you already know this. You don't need me to tell you this. Maybe this is part of that confirmation you were looking for. I don't know. But if it is, I mean, if it gives you some sort of confirmation or a sense of reassurance, by all means, take it. You do struggle to trust another person or situation because you've been very happily, successfully, productively working, being by yourself. And so that's why, even though you acknowledge that whatever this is an amazing opportunity, it still feels like a risk. Because it's just different than what you've been doing. And you're like, I know what I've been doing. I'm confident with that. I'm not so confident with this. But it's because you haven't been in this position before. You haven't been in this situation before. So how could you know how it feels? You can't guess, right? You can't estimate it just by looking at it. There are certain things that you already know about the situation. So you do have some sort of clarity, some sort of foundation to base your decision upon. But beyond that, it's a matter of get in there and you get more confirmation, if that makes sense. More sure about it, if that makes sense, as you go. It's just that initial step to say, yes, okay, I'm going to do this. And then after that, it just gets easier because you receive clarity after clarity and sign after sign that you're on the right track. Okay? So I'll leave it there. Watch all your signs. Let me know what this is. Make the most of the rest of the month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.